And the ladies out there saying, that's what got you in trouble.
That's what, yeah. That's why y'all don't know nothing. Anyway, man, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sterling.
Go with your things, dear.
Yeah.
From a man's point of view, that's right. 3 men's point of view. 3 the hard way. Tonight.
No pun intended.
Literally. A studio with, no. Anyway.
No.
Tonight we're talking about sex. And ladies, I know some of you are giving the thumbs up and some are not. But whatever your opinion is, make sure you drop us a message on Facebook and tell somebody. Tell your girlfriend, girl, you got to check out what these guys were talking about. Make sure you make reference to the podcast.
Yeah.
But
well, actually, you call them right now. Call your girlfriends right now. Let them know what we're talking about. If you're on Facebook right now, you can go ahead and throw up a post on the Point of Views wall, or get your own chat going about what was it. Did you hear what he just said? Yeah, I heard what he just said. So go right ahead and join the dialogue.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, and I've learned that we don't always have to agree to find something interesting, because a lot of times when you don't agree, you may learn something. Because you may not agree with everything that we're saying tonight, which you probably won't. But you will find it interesting, though.
No doubt.
Trust me.
Jerry, before that last break, we were talking about staying power.
Right.
And I won't gross y'all out, but I ain't never been a 2-3 minute man. None of that. But the fact of it is, on the flip side of it, as you were saying, a woman doesn't want 30, 45 minutes of pounding.
Right.
A grown man knows, you don't pound and beat and mutilate the woman.
No. I want it for a second go around, and I would like to have it for breakfast if I could. But I mean, if you beat the crap out of it, if you, as the song would go, if you beat them up, I mean, we're not going to go that graphic tonight. But if you beat it up, the night before, what good is it the next morning? Right. I want to take care of it.
You better.
Well,
if you do get a little rough, ain't nothing wrong with reaching down and kissing the boo boo.
Kissing to make it feel better.
Yeah.
Well, as I say again, you don't have to go 30, 45 minutes. That is not necessarily the key.
Right.
Because if you listen to ladies talk, you may hear them say, criticize a 2-minute man, but they never say, oh yeah, I got to have it like 45 minutes, an hour.
Right.
They just say, I want it more than 2 minutes. That could translate into 10 minutes. 10 minutes, right. It can translate into 15 minutes,
right.
But you can get the job done in 10, 15 minutes if you know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
Now, if you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, you're going to have to go a little longer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you know what you're doing, if you know your woman's body, 10, 15 minutes.
Well, and
let me tell you something.
And not only knowing your woman's body, hopefully you know her mind as well. Because, I mean, I tell you, nothing, and we all have egos. Everyone has some sort of ego here and there. Nothing feeds my ego more than having you reach climax, and we haven't even gotten our clothes off yet.
See, Jerry, you want some real grown man stuff right now.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Jerry,
how do you do that, man?
Conversation, man. Connectivity between the two people. Talk about it. Speak about it. Do little flirtations. Or I tell you what, even after the act is done, even after you have sex and made love, and sometimes combine the two, all right, send her a nice text message the next day while she's sitting at the office or on her job or whatever she may be doing, and just say 12 hours ago, right now, and just type out what you were doing.
And fellas, don't say tap dancing on them kidneys or running through it,
blowing the back out, and
running through it like a track meet.
Man, you do something like that. You do something like that. Stacey is
falling out.
Well, you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. And chances are, man, she may be sitting there on a job and have an orgasm right there with no one else knowing.
And you know what? You lead up to something I was just thinking about. It really ain't fair. A woman can have 3 levels of climax. Let's be real. A woman can get that. Whew, a woman can get that. And then she can get that. With us, it's don't move. One time, and we got to recharge. Look, I know everything God made was good and very good, but it just seemed like it should be something in between.
But listen, God knows exactly what he was doing.
He knew exactly.
Yeah, we dive into it
because first of all,
we talked about this before, didn't we?
I think so.
I'm in a greedy man.
We listen.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I think what it is. I think the joke is on us, meaning that the woman carries the child for 9 months. She gives birth to the child. We get all the pleasure of making the child, but we have none of the labor that's involved in having the child. And I think that's probably why God says, okay, well, she's going to be able to enjoy sex a lot longer than you. Being that she has to carry because she has to carry the load,
right?
So I think that's
don't frown face, Daryl, man. I mean, that's the way it is, man.
It's not fair.
Next time they start the whole world around, switch who bites the fruit first.
Yes,
there you go.
You know what? That's stinking Eve, stinking woman.
Yeah, switch around who bites the fruit first. That's all, man.
Yeah, but man,
but you know, in all of this, in all of what we said about what we should do, and all this. The woman has to be in tune with her own body as well. Otherwise, you are performing in vain because she'll never ever.
Yeah, at that point, there's nothing you can do.
She'll never ever be able to have an orgasm. And instead of her maybe looking inside herself, who are they going to point? They're going to say, well, he's a lousy lover. I've never had a good lover. Sometimes it's not the men that the ladies have been with the reason why they don't reach a full climax. It's because they don't even know their own bodies.
Yeah,
so
if they're not in tune enough to know how to let themselves go, then there's nothing you can do.
And it may take ladies, and I know that a lot of ladies are probably like, oh, I don't do that. It may take you masturbating and touching yourself to find out exactly where it is, where that spot is on you. So.
You know what? I was talking with a friend, one of my collegiate friends, and she was saying the more she touches it, the easier it is for her to get there. So what you're saying, there is some truth to it.
Yeah, but you don't want to touch it too much. That way it becomes desensitized to your mate.
Jerry, I really think on the flip side, for men it desensitizes us, but for women it makes it more sensitive.
No, because they know at that point, they know exactly. Now, if she turns into like a nymph where she's like masturbating, uncontrollably, then dude, there's a problem there. Okay, but what I'm saying is for them to be able to. So I'm speaking to the ladies out there that are having a problem reaching a climax.
I think it might be more psychological as opposed to physical.
Well, here's something for Google. Okay, for those of you ladies out there that may be having an issue with reaching a climax or maybe have never had an orgasm, you can research this online. Okay, I'm not going to go into the details about it. It's not often that I get a chance to watch Dr. Oz, but last week I was checking him out. I think it was about Tuesday. He had an episode on there. You can go ahead onto his website. Not that I'm endorsing or anything, but they were talking about women and the orgasm. And surprisingly, see, here's something I learned again. This is new to me. And I bet it's new to a lot of women, that your orgasm or lack thereof may have something to do with your diet. Now, I'm not making this up. Go online and check it out. Yeah.
So, Jerry, do you remember what the woman should avoid eating?
No, they really didn't get into that.
They just said check your diet.
Yeah, check your diet. There are different scents other than the natural pheromones from man and woman. There are different scents that actually trigger. And I found out that one happens to be the natural scent of lavender. The triggers the certain type of endorphins in a woman and man's body.
How hard is it to grow lavender plants?
You can get a whole lily field in the back of your house.
But here's something else too. Before we get back into the music too, eucalyptus. The smell of eucalyptus.
That was another one. Mm-hmm. That was another one that they talked about.
What channel does this guy come on?
Dr. Oz, he's on one of those channels, man. Go ahead and Google it.
Yeah, but I tell you what, you don't have to Google this. All you have to do is sit back and relax. We're going to get into this. You're listening to The Point of View. We are the hard way.
Whoa, baby. When I woke up this morning, I had you on my mind. And just like the sun, my loving was on the rise. Ooh, just like I'm drowning in your ocean. Let it rain for you and me. Oh, girl, let me be your number one. 'Cause I'ma be real. You're killing those hills, lose your clothes and leave them on.
Behind closed doors, when we get together, I'm about whatever, girl. Behind closed doors, anything you need, I'm just here to please you, babe. Behind closed doors, I control the camera, you can be the dancer, girl. Behind closed doors, yeah. Behind closed doors,
I'll have you saying,
behind closed doors, yeah. Behind closed doors. Behind closed doors.
let your love come down. I wanna feel your love. I wanna feel your love all over. Oh.
Closed doors. When we get together, I'm
I
about
want you to let it rain down.
behind closed doors. Anything
Let
you
it
need,
fall down on
I'm just
me.
here to please you, babe. Behind closed doors, I control the camera.
Anything
you
that
can be
you
the
want.
dancer, girl. Behind closed doors, yeah.
Baby, baby.
Behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, yeah.
You're listening to The Point of View with Three the Hard Way, grown folks graphic style tonight, talking about sex. This thing that's been going on, procreation, and sometimes even for recreation, but no matter how you look at it, it feels good, it's fun, and it's healthy for a relationship on many different levels. But fellas, I think we've tapped some uncharted waters, and I'm sure we're going to get... He said tapped.
He said tapped.
And we're going to get deeper into the subject.
He said tapped.
He just keeps. He just
He's
keeps
doing it on purpose.
He is. Yes, he is.
He's doing it on purpose.
Doing what, man?
Tap and
Tap
deeper.
Deeper.
You're listening to The Point of View with Three the Hard Way.
It's everything you think men don't talk about. Smooth conversation from three smooth brothers. The Point of View will be back in a moment.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org. This message has been brought to you by the Humane Society of the United States, Maddie's Fund, and the Ad Council.
Hey, parents of children with asthma, here's another hit from the Breathe Easies.
Don't smoke in the house. Don't smoke in the house. Don't smoke around the kids in the house. Don't smoke in the car. Don't smoke in the house. Don't break my heart with your secondhand smoke in the kids and can trigger the asthma.
Preventing asthma attacks can be as simple as making your home and car smoke-free zones. For more Breathe Easy tips to help stop asthma attacks, go to noattacks.org. Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Log on to Facebook and get in on the